You've got to really feel it in your heart, and you've got to really know it in your will and align your own will with divine will. Now, whatever your spiritual practice or religious practice, I always feel that there's certainly a creative force, and we are a ray of sunshine of that creative force. So if you think of it as a great big sun, you could call that God, source, the divine, the goddess. You could call it whatever you want, but it's like a great big sun, and you are a ray of that sunlight. Or like this light, that's like the light bulb of, who's generating that light up above. What is generating that light? You are one of those light bulbs. So if you know that and you believe that and you get aligned with that force, with that power, then you can be truly inspired every day to bring your light forward to others. And you have a vehicle to do it with, which is a great blessing. So it's very important to have that divine inspiration flowing to us all the time. So whether you pray in the morning or meditate in the morning or whatever you do, take a walk in the morning and just say, okay, show me the way today, because we only have the now, this moment, then you will be shown. And if you're in agreement with God, in agreement with the divine, you will do great things because you are divinely inspired. And as much as divinely inspired, you are divinely empowered. And when people are really divinely empowered, that means they have their personal power. I think it's bigger than just our personal power. It's that we're connected to the divine power. And then we are divinely empowered. We are divinely blessed. And if you know that you've been divinely blessed to have found Nikken, that you were guided to it because it is your life destiny or an aspect of your life destiny on this planet to do good in the world, you will do good and you will lead. And that's really what leaders really do, is that they're internally led by the greatness that they know they are a part of. They don't think they're better than anybody else. Absolutely not. They're just committed to tapping in to that divine light, that divine love, and bringing it forward. And looking for others who are willing to tap in on that level. Because if you really tap in on that level, you will be guided to the right people in your team, to create your team, I'm going to say, because they're not in it yet, but you'll be guided. So like I was guided to this woman at the shop, and I said to her, I don't do this all the time, just so you know. I don't just kind of connect with people in shops and say, hey, let's get together. I said, there is something very special about you. And I see it and I recognize it. And I would like to support you in your trend, because she had told me she'd just moved here, in your moving here to Boulder, and that you have a happy life here. And that's really what I had told her. So, but you've got to trust that. You've got to trust the divine meetings. And those divine meetings, they really do happen if you're in alignment. If you say, divine Mother, Father, God, show me who I can help today. Show me who I can help today. You'll be shown people that say, I've been struggling in agony for 10 years or more, like my other friend who came over the other night. It's not complicated. And you know what? I'm unattached. Either of those women could be brilliant. Nikken, network marketers, Royal Diamonds, whatever. And they may see it and feel it and do it, and they may not. They may not. And it's okay with me. I just want to give them the possibility of being able to have that choice in their lives, whether for the business, and which of course includes the products, the vehicle of humans being more, the self-actualization aspect of it, or just have these products because it's going to make their lives better. And their daughter, and the daughters, well, actually, they both have daughters. So, and their daughter's lives better. So this is kind of how it goes. You've got to really go with the flow and go, okay, today I'm ready, I'm present, I'm able. And today I'm going to go and change the world. Show me how. Lead me to the people. And you want to know that you yourself are blessed to have found this, and that if you have been blessed enough to find this, that the divine will not let you down, that the divine will support you not only in taking these products out to the world, but in being able to receive greatness in terms of abundance, financial abundance for your efforts. And, you know, there are a lot of network marketing companies out there, and a lot of them go bust. And it's sad. I don't like to see when they go down, but they do. And I just heard of another one the other day. And, you know, you go, oh, that's awful, you know. But Nikken is strong and solid and debt-free. And I don't know if you've noticed it, but there is such a good feeling in terms of the company right now, the two girls that are doing their live calls and everything. I'm loving it. And even though the video of the product launch, it was a little staid, it was a little like reading it off a board, I loved it anyway, because those girls are just sweet and delightful, and they're learning. And it was like, oh, wow, look at this. Nikken's kind of like coming into a new way of being with the more youthful generation, with more of that essence of active wellness, what that really is. Like that one girl, she said some great things about the gloves. Like, when I walk, my hands get a little swollen, and I put those gloves on and they don't. How cool is that, right? Or when I work at the computer, my wrists get a little sore, and I put those gloves on and I can still work at the computer, and it goes away. And you know, my friend, my new consultant who was on that call said, you know what, me too. My hands get a little swollen when I hike. And I said, you know, that happens to me too sometimes. So we're all excited to get the gloves to see what happens with them, you know. So this is why it's so much fun. You don't know who you're going to meet today, but you've got to know that you're already divinely inspired and divinely empowered to do this. To do this business, to be in action, to make it happen, and to be that light out in the world to say, okay, bring it on, the box of chocolates. Let's see what's inside this one. So let's go through a few quick slides, because I do love to talk about this, because I think that those who really succeed are truly spiritually inspired. I mean, that's what makes us all get out there and go make something happen. It's not just theoretical. It's not just understanding how to make this business work that's going to make it work. It's not just understanding that the products work and how cool they are. You've got to really immerse yourself in this business. You've got to really love it. And I love it. I love it. That's why I can't do anything else. I love what I do. I feel so lucky every day. I really love my life. I love what Nikken's given me. I've been able to make millions of dollars with this, and it's given me a life of freedom. How cool is that? A life of freedom, doing what I love. And just because I made a lot of money doesn't mean I want to stop. Absolutely not. I want to take this to more and more people. I want to change the world with energy medicine. That's what I want to do. I think that's why I came to this planet. That's why I was born, to do this work. So if you feel that way, you're going to be very successful. So leading by example is always critical. Don't worry what your team's doing. Don't worry what they're not doing. Just lead by example. Be proactive. Be goal-oriented. You know, showing versus telling is very powerful. And communicating your vision, that's essential. Telling people how you see our world going forward. I see a lot more surgeries, a lot more drugs. I don't like it. I want to change it. I want to bring people natural ways, take care of their health without all those drugs. I don't want to see teenagers on drugs. I don't want to see those side effects of suicide and homicide. I've seen it up close and personal, and I'm not interested in that kind of a future. And I am passionate about it. I want our kids to thrive and thrive naturally. Lead with love. Show love and respect, of course, especially for yourself first and foremost, please, and then others too. Don't forget about you. Build belief in others. Use the model for success. Nikken's got it drawn out for us, and I'm so excited with all the changes we have. Oh my gosh. We are going to rock it, you guys. We are going to break silvers and golds and platinums like this in this next year. It's going to be very, very exciting. Celebrate success. Always celebrate. Celebration is super important. Leading with confidence. I remember in the Course in Miracles once I read it and it said, you don't need to have confidence in yourself. You just need to have confidence in God. And when I read that, I said, oh, I am so relieved, because I often don't have confidence in my little self, but I have confidence in my big self, the big self that's fully connected with God. So leading with confidence, start with you. Build self-esteem, build self-efficacy, and think positively. Very, very important to think positively. I'm going to just stay on this slide for a minute, actually, because I have 2 more minutes. with you. Thinking positively, creating affirmations. This is a super important thing. There are lots of ways to work with positivity. And I think there are many ways, you have to find your way. I mean, for me, it's doing yoga, Pilates, it's doing Psych-K work to change my old pattern of thinking, my old conditioning, and move into a higher level of frequency and vibration of expectancy and belief and joy. So I'll do the Psych-K, that's PSYCH-K. I think that's how it's spelled. And I do that a lot. I do it for other people. I do it with myself. And it's very, very, very helpful because it's changing the subconscious, because your conscious mind might say, yeah, I can do this. I'll do this. I'm going silver. And then nothing happens. And it's because the subconscious isn't aligned and really in sync with the conscious mind and the superconscious mind. And in order to have success in anything, you have to really have that alignment of subconscious to conscious. That's like the part underneath the iceberg, the biggest part, underneath. What you see is the subconscious. But then, of course, the superconscious is massive, and that's your connection to spirit. And that has to be in alignment too. So it's like boom, boom, boom. All three have to be aligned up. Your subconscious to your conscious to your superconscious mind. Because once you're vibrating at a high level with the divine, that's when magic happens. That's when the miracles occur. That's when you meet the right people. That's when they get it. That's when you're so excited. That's when you can build a team. That's when you can help them go silver and gold and platinum and diamond and royal diamond. So it all happens from that inner alignment and then expressing that into the outer world. So a critical question or two, time for serious reflection, not as serious. I think life is a game and we have to find out how to play the game. The Game of Life and How to Play It is a wonderful book, by the way, by Florence Scovel Shinn. It's an excellent book, one of the best books I've ever read. So you might want to pick that one up and read that and study it. But, when you look at the different things we've talked about today, is there something that just strikes you? Is there something that just, oh, wow, I never thought of it that way, or I'm not doing that, or I'm not doing my meditation and prayer, or I'm not letting, the divine lead me. I'm trying to lead myself, which isn't always so effective for all of us, by the way. So, just think about it. What are you going to do differently this week that you wouldn't have done? Now it's Thanksgiving week. So this week is a big week for gratitude, having gratitude for everything in your life and everything that's happened and everybody that's happened and just everything in your life, the fact that you are alive. So let's practice gratitude this week, big time, and every week, all the time. We should be practicing gratitude. And also you may see your family this week, and perhaps you can help them this week with some of the new products that you just got. Maybe that new Kenko Touch that you just got in the launch pack, or the shampoo and conditioner. Maybe you can help them. So this is a wonderful time to help others through your Thanksgiving week. And again, during Thanksgiving, wherever you are this week, whoever you're with this week, be the light bulb. Be that joyful person. I heard something yesterday that said, if you're not feeling joyful, then you're not connecting with God. And I was like, wow, that's a good reminder. And sad things happen. A lot of things have happened in the last weeks that have been quite sobering in my own life, personally, with friends that have lost loved ones, and I've lost loved ones, and it's been a hard time. And I can find the joy. I can find the joy in it somehow, some way. And that's up to us to find the joy and to be the joy, to generate the joy. And Brendon Burchard says that all the time. It's like a power plant doesn't have energy. It generates energy. We are the generator. We are that ray of sunshine. So let's activate it. Let's really activate it and bring it forth. And this